Things are really heating up between the United States and Iran, and the talk of a potential military conflict is getting louder and louder. So what's actually happening on the ground and behind the scenes? Okay, let's jump right in and break down this incredibly dangerous standoff.
This quote right here, it just perfectly captures the mood in Iran. This isn't just about politics anymore. For millions of people, the threat of war is becoming this deeply personal and, frankly, terrifying reality.
So yeah, let's start with that human element. Beyond all the military posturing and the high-stakes diplomatic chess games, there's a very real fear that's spreading through the streets of Iran.
I mean, just imagine this for a second. People are trying to keep things normal, right? They're going to work, they're living their lives. But just under the surface, you can feel this growing anxiety. They're seeing the same headlines we are, and the possibility of an attack just feels more and more real with every passing day.
And look, this fear, it's not just some abstract idea. It's rooted in very recent memory. A lot of people are thinking back to attacks right there in the region where civilians paid this awful price, and they're terrified those same devastating scenes could play out in their own cities.
So, what's actually fueling this fear? Well, a huge part of it is directly linked to a massive and very, very visible military buildup happening in the region.
The word on the ground from all sorts of reports is that this is not just a warning shot. The assessment is that the U.S. military isn't just getting ready, they are ready. All the pieces are in place for a major military operation, just waiting for the green light. And the scale of this whole thing is just immense. We're talking about huge naval power, like the USS Abraham Lincoln Aircraft Carrier Group, which is basically a floating air base that can project power for hundreds of miles. You've got enhanced air power, missile defenses are on high alert, troops have been mobilized, and key allies are in the loop. It is a massive, formidable military posture, and it's sending a very serious signal.
But here's the crazy thing. For all of this incredible military machinery and all the complex geopolitics, the final command comes down to just one person. The President of the United States has the sole authority to give that order.
And of course, that brings up a huge question that analysts are asking. With so much hanging in the balance, would a strike like that even be legal? The whole debate is about whether the president can act without explicit approval from Congress. It's a massive constitutional question hanging over this entire situation.
Which brings us over to the world of diplomacy, which is just as tense and complicated. While the military side of things seems pretty clear-cut, the diplomatic signals, they are all over the place, creating this climate of extreme uncertainty.
So on one side, you've got countries like Turkey apparently trying to be mediators, pushing for a way to de-escalate. But then on the other side, you've got key allies like Saudi Arabia who are reportedly telling U.S. officials that